Oh no. Oh no. No. Nope. No. No.
It's girls
No.
night out, baby.
No. 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 Fucking weirdo. What's up, guys? Welcome to 31 Days of Horror. I am Morgan Film Fan. Let's jump into some scares. Girls Night Out is a film that was released in 1982, and it definitely feels that way. I don't have a lot to say about this film. It's very, very strange. I was watching this film, and I'm just staring at it, and I'm like, I don't really care what's going on, but I don't really understand what's going on at the same time. I mean, I get the general consensus of it. This guy ends up pretty much offing himself at the beginning of the film, and then one girl gives her consent to bury his body in some grave that was being digged. But then the whole film just progresses into like the most basic slasher you could possibly make. There's not a more basic slasher that could be made, even in the 80s. The 80s were notorious for basic ass slashers that made no sense, but Girls Night Out, from all of them that I've ever seen, takes the cake. Holy crow. Girls Night Out is the most basic, just a bunch of people partying, a killer comes along, slashes the shit out of them, and then roll credits. That's pretty much your movie. It's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't even have much more of a plot than what I just described. I'm struggling to find things to say about this film. This film is cheesy as hell. If you like your cheese and your slashers, you're gonna get it in this. Also, this film is taboo for the day and age that we live in today. Good God. There's a scene that takes place at a house party, and this guy and a girl get in a fight, and it just gets escalated, and she hits him, but he doesn't hit her. But I was just waiting for it. I was just waiting for him to basically backhand her across the face, because it seemed like it was starting to escalate in that direction, and she just basically hits him and basically screws off. But then he starts calling everybody at the house party who's female dumb whores, even though he has no business with them, so why are they dumb whores, kind of thing. It doesn't make any sense. There's also a scene in this film that made me laugh hysterically. I had to kind of rewind it for this thing. There's these two guys that they come on screen, and the first thing on my mind is these guys are gay. They're holding each other, they have their arms around each other. They're talking in these weird accents, weird lisps, and I'm thinking they're together. I'm thinking they're a gay couple kind of thing. That's how they're behaving. But then they start to talk about how they want to chase beaver. And by chase beaver, I assume chase vagina. And they want to go to a house party and chase beaver, and then they're like, beaver, they start to say all these things about oh, beaver over here, wide open, let's go for the beaver. I'm paraphrasing what they say, but I'm just like, the previous like 2 minutes made me assume that there's no chance in hell that these guys are straight. And now they're talking about like chasing beaver. Like, were they supposed to sell themselves as straight guys? And even like there's a girl involved and she's like, "Oh, you're horny. You're horny. You're such horny men. Oh my god." And they're like, they're speaking in a very homoerotic way. I don't really know how to say that without sounding condescending, but like there's a certain way that people speak, and especially when they're like this close to each other's faces, that it starts to seem like it's pretty damn homoerotic, and then all of a sudden they're just like, "I want to chase pussy." It's like, okay, go ahead, but you seemed pretty into your friend like 5 seconds ago. And there's also this character who's dressed up he's a not a mannequin, sorry, a mascot. He's a mascot for the high school, and he's dressed up as a beaver, and he will go to girls, he will go to females, and just go behind them and start like just humping them. He'll just hump them, and the girls will be like, "Oh my god, get off! Get off me! You're so aggressive! Like, stop it! Stop it!" And I'm like, I mean, if that happened in this day and age, whew. And it's just weird because it's a mascot at a school, and the mascot will go behind a girl and start just like pretending to do her from behind, and nobody reacts like that's like a crazy situation. You know what I mean? It's a ridiculous film. It's a film that only could come out in 1982. None of these things offend me, by the way. I don't get offended. I'm just watching the situation. I'm just like, first of all, these things are ridiculous. Second of all, people are so offended by everything these days that you try that today in a 2023 film, it would not fly. Like, I'm just saying. They make me laugh. I love 80s cinema because it was such a different era, and I can appreciate what the 80s was, and I can appreciate this as a slasher, but it's just so ridiculous that I'm like maybe at 2.5 out of 5 on this one. I've seen better slashers. I mean, like pretty much every Friday the 13th film is better than this one. Hell High was a slasher from the 80s that I watched in this 31 Days of Horror, and I loved that film. This one just didn't work a hell of a lot, but it wasn't horrible. I think I really need to give this a second watch to really give a more described in detail opinion. Because I think watching this for the first time, I just didn't absorb everything that I could have for a slasher film kind of thing. So a second or third watch would definitely give me a better understanding and appreciation for this film. So I think I will wait to watch it again to give it a full opinion, but as of now, it was kind of mediocre, and mediocre is kind of an understatement because it was just so damn weird, but it is what it is. It's an 80s slasher, essentially. Subscribe to Market Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.